Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. It's Friday night. We're going to be playing some Star Rail today. We're just trying to keep up with the patches. 3.2 released earlier this week. We're still in 3.1. Hey there, Cheesy. Hey there, Wobster. So I've been working on this mission here, Searching for You, which is the adventure mission that they used that replaced all of the daily quests. And so far, the world is a much worse place now the daily missions are gone. Wallace found a friend, so to speak, but his friend is just Rain, the guy that kept on trying to get his scientific papers published, and he kind of gave up on getting a scientific paper published and instead made his own publishing company using the funds from Wallace. But all it does is just fund civilians' like conspiracy theories. It's basically a gossip column.
What good is it anyway?
And the Slacker Club, the Universal Rights group, or the Rights to Rights, I think it's Rights, so the Rights group, people that, you know, basically signed up for each other's shifts so that they could slack off at any point in time, has disbanded because everyone wants to like work hard and make their way in the universe. It's like real rough out here. I don't want to discourage him to hang out with Rain if he actually finds him to be a friend. The Universal Red Slacker group. Yeah.
Do you want to buy a book?
I'm only in the very beginning of the mission, but things are not looking good so far. Was that just everything? Table of contents, hidden treasure, preface, and parchment, lava imprisoned, hot-blooded radiance. No, this is actually like more stuff. Okay. Oh, because this is Tales of Winterlands, and that was the Adventure of the Moles. Okay. I don't know why or when they added more books to the stores, but like I'm just missing stuff for some reason. I don't really know why. You'd think I wouldn't be. I guess I wasn't as thorough back then. And apparently I never got my tongue stuck to the street lamp, which I could have sworn that I did. And there's just like stuff lying around that I haven't picked up before. I'm sure they must have added this after the fact, though. Because there's just so much. I picked up like 2 or 3 different things. This is actually the 3rd thing that I've collected. I think it's a broken thing because I remember like interacting with one of these street lamps and then having a dialogue about it, and I thought to myself, oh, it's funny because it's like, you know, A Christmas Story or whatever that movie was called. This is also a new thing. So I need to find this derisive citizen, I guess. This is not new at all. I've been at this area so many times. This is the daughter of the guy that does the daily missions. I used to come here like multiple times a day. I don't think I clicked anything when I got over here. Maybe I did. So this, I guess, gotta go through all of Bellabog with the same level of care that I do Amphorius. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, I won't do that now because we have things to do. Maybe if we go through the rest of the story real quickly, we can come back to this. I have to go through every map twice. I mean, you kind of have to do that anyway, right? There's one that you do during the story, and then one that you do in order to complete the stuff, because the stuff spawns after the story's over. What was I gonna do next? That doesn't matter. Let's look at Star Rail World briefly. This is like not very convenient to do on console. A lot easier to get that going on mobile. Okay, Ramen is now in front, and these two are the same, which means the Genuine actually has more potential here. My friends into the GGs. Oh, that's so wild. Wait, I might actually be in the GGs. Almost. 70% of the way into one GG. But I guess you said GGs, so it's like probably multiple. Yeah, basically just one. 1.72. That's just one.
A wild wind carries with it.
I think I could have gotten there. Like today, I got all 5 stars and got venue level 10 and a bunch of other stuff. And then I got to the point where I actually needed to wait more than like 2 seconds to upgrade more characters, and then said, okay, maybe I'll actually do some work since it's like Friday and haven't worked at all this week because of Star Rail World. Idly do it. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, right? This is supposed to be an idle game, but I have definitely paid way more attention to it than any of the other games. Like, it's supposed to be one of those things where you just kind of like set it and forget it. Alright, so Maide took the core flame of strife and then renounced his title as king, and then is going to Castor's Krymnos.
It is time for this journey to reach its end.
In order to fight the Black Tide solo for the rest of time, or at least until the Flame Chase journey is over. Which could be thousands of years, who knows? Okay, I entered the past somehow. Maybe this is all in my head. But who knows? We got time travelers in this story arc, so this could be anything. I could even be in the future for all I know. These are the Titankin and the golems. How come you have a name but you don't say anything? Am I supposed to know who that person is?
We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
Hephaestion? It's almost like Hephaestus, but... Oh, these are the people that he saw in the trial. That was like a month ago. Partners, I'm guessing those are the children from Akuma. If I go backwards? Okay. I'm actually not allowed to run here, which is interesting. But I'm also not really allowed to walk. I think that it would be very cinematic if you could just like walk through this period. I'm exploring like there's going to be something that I could miss here, but there's definitely not going to be any treasures or any sort of achievements because there's never ever been a missable achievement before. Besides the mutually exclusive ones.
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what I just wrote.
You're looking well.
Mightymost, did you just come back from training?
One could say that.
May Encoder defend you.
More like, may I defend Encoder? Not quite sure what the implications are of me having Encoder's core flame. Presumably he's dead. But there are other titans
Been a while.
that are alive but don't have their core flame. I think. I think Zagreus is alive without a core flame. And presumably Yanis
Welcome
was
home.
alive.
Mightymost, have you found something deserving of your protection as well?
the stuff from the trailer.
Mother, I am home.
Were we really like 5 minutes away from the end of the story?
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akama. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Lady Trian, why did it have to end up like this?
Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks.
It seems like it's even more tumultuous. You had to die 1,000 times.
When we started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Treeby, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Mightimos has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures you have endured.
All right.
Teacher, are you sure about this?
D is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the Abyss of Fate and see how it used to be.
As in there's a whole other area?
Then we will leave it to you. Trinan, would you mind?
Treeby, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then. Take care.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trian. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally. Though fate had other plans.
Oh. So you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trian would like it a lot, so I bought it.
I see. Cass, you know, I recognize recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopolis.
Then why?
It's just that Trian had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Tree. Should I...
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now... it might just be the perfect gift for Trian.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity.
So like when they say all will fall,
To me, feels like the right opportunity.
like all the flame chasers, or like all the people of Emphorius, or
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
At this point, Yanisopolis still resides under Aquila's protection. Yet it is already fated for decline, and only contains a beautiful facade.
Is it because Emphorius has entered Arabellica?
Yes, strife remains distant from this part of Emphorius right now. But in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
You're here, Orynyx.
oh, that's a different voice line.
This is our memory, so your senses are also aligned with the Trebios of that moment.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
You can watch the grown-up version of Trivios on the YouTube video. They did an animated short for right before 3.1's release that went over Trivios stealing the prophecy and whatnot. You have it in 2D. True. I mean, even if it were in 3D here, it wouldn't be colored. I want to see the in-game model. It might happen. They just got through saying that they're going to, what's it called? Redo the story of Penacony at the end of, like in December or something like that. So we might get to actually see the Everflame Mansion. Is that what they were called? At that point. So they could also add Trivios at some point. It would be hilarious if she were just a 4-star.
tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the god of passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction? Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And
Well,
how can
that's...
I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes? This might be our last conversation, Orynyx. I will do everything I can.
So
to
Janisopolis
protect
is
from the Black Tide.
is under the protection of Aquila, the Sky Titan, and also nearby is Orynyx, the Time Titan, and they also are followers of Yanis, the Passage Titan. They got 3 Titans in like one little area. Meanwhile, they only have Encoder for the Cremnoans, and Kefali for the Akamans.
The family she just mentioned.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot into the valley a long time ago.
Oh.
It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance. But things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefali who responded instead.
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those 2 occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply a coincidence. On that frosty night with treachery abound, as the holy maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story, she should be the one to tell it.
That thing ahead.
It's the altar of Talantin. But that's not our destination. We're heading to the left.
This place used to be passable.
Oh, we are so nowhere near being done. Oh no. But we're finished with Maide's story. Now we're doing Trivi's story. This team's actually okay. Oh, you know what? Let's actually show the new and improved Jing Yuan. Did some relic leveling. Got pretty lucky. I am now finally on the banana set. So I used to be at like 70, 140, and now I'm at 70, 145. But in combat, I'll also gain an additional 32 crit damage. So I'm at 70, 170. And my crit rate is basically 100% because I have this trace that increases my crit rate for 2 turns when I use my skill, and I always use my skill, and then Sunday increases my crit rate by 20%. So I always crit, and I'm doing over 200 crit damage. I think it's like 250. Interestingly enough, so this actually, the amount of damage that I do made my Jing Yuan like top 3% in the, except we're going to the left, so we're definitely going to go to the right here. Top 3% for their speed bracket on Land, but it actually lowered my my rating on Oda Meta because of the because the actual individual gears themselves are not that great.
These mechanisms function in intriguing ways.
Which I kind of knew. It was going to be kind of bad.
I commend.
Like, I gave up a lot of speed and a lot of attack. And also I gave up a little bit of crit rate just to have a lot more crit damage. Answer your question was no. Did I ask a question? Or answer my question as in, was I only 5 minutes away from the story? And the answer to that question is no. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a resounding no. We might be like 5 more hours away from the end of the story. For all I know.
Thought there would be such a hidden space in the abyss.
This is the Archive of Prophecies, an important ceremonial site back then.
Is this Giannis's maze that Trinon used for divination in the past?
Not only that, it also serves as a lock. Our childhood abode lies sealed within.
This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on. And it even acts as a door lock. Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose. So, how are we going to solve it?
Just follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
Seems pretty straightforward. Even Mighty might be able to complete it in a single try.
I was actually going to say that, where I was actually thinking, like, you know, it's kind of funny to joke and insult someone when they're around, but while they're not here?
That's not talking smack. It's clearly a compliment.
He calls it a compliment, that's funny.
Mighty. If he were still here, we'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough with the talking. Let's just get started.
Is this a new puzzle type? Press and hold, activate the rewinding power, rotate the maze. Let go of the button, it'll spin in the reverse direction. I guess you could call this a puzzle.
Impressive. You too have the makings of a high priest now.
I mean, it would be impossible for most people to be able to solve that because you actually have to have the power of rewinding time.
The endpoint looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it.
So it is at least secure, even if it's not enjoyable. But it's only the first example of one. Oh, NPCs. I can't talk to them though. He said he might take 2 tries and he got offended. Yeah, he was trying to compliment him. He just insulted his bestie. Am I pressing the wrong button? Oh, I am pressing the wrong button. Good to see you again, Bartholos. Oh wait, I'm in the past now. Are they outside of time? Are they just one continuous being? Or are they actually in the past right now? Take this cursed gift and you'll have the world's most annoying thief master on your tail from now on.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I wonder if the list of available voice lines has changed for my character yet. Because I used to say things like, yeah, oh, there aren't enough for all three of us. But now one of us is dead. Probably not, because when I use my skill, or when I use my technique, it's still the same. All three of them show up.
If I become a priest, will Oranik see me?
Oh, look at that. Nice little puzzle here. That's 0 to go back to where we already went to. Still can't talk to any of the NPCs. Which I think is a missed opportunity. But we are still in the story. There's time for talkable NPCs to come later. Somehow I'm surprised every time. I think that we're like towards the end of a story and we're like less than halfway there. It's really surprised me every time. I even looked at the achievements like 2 streams ago and I knew that I had only gotten like 2 out of the 9. And I wasn't really counting the achievements every step along the way, but I should have known that it wasn't, you know, another 7 yet. For some reason I wasn't able to press square right there. These puzzles again. How do I get just this part? It had to be something like put this here, and then this somehow has to go straight down, which we can do through here. And then we just connect these two like so. Not quite. Oh yeah. These are not two squares, but rather two chunky pieces.
Thumbs up for you.
Right, so the last will be hours of quest ahead. Yeah, this one wasn't like I thought they were going to like give me hours of dialogue, but it was just like one quick little cutscene, and then like, all right, super hard cut. We're no longer talking about My Day. He's out of the picture now. Let's all focus on Tribby. And it would have been a little better if I knew that and had just like gone those extra like couple of minutes. I mean, it wasn't even like a couple of minutes. It was like I really milked it because I like walked so slowly through everything the entire time. Ooh, look at this. Oh yeah, that's what I just got as a reward for completing the other puzzle.
Enough for us to share.
10, huh? Well, I need to eventually have the scapegoat land on the blue switch. No. Wait. I need to land on the blue switch and then... No, I need them to land on the yellow and then 3 steps later be on the blue and then probably end on the blue. So 10, 9, 8, no. I guess I could trigger the blue. No, that I can't do that. I have to already be on the edge when that happens. 10 is such a large number, it's hard to keep track of more than like 6 in my head. Let's see. I could just like try something random, right? And then see how close that is to the final answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that didn't work out. Alright, so they ended up on this thing, and then we'll be on the yellow at some point in time as well. Well, that worked out.
One, two, not enough for us to share.
Yeah, she's still using the same old voice lines. There are 2 of them, and there are exactly enough for them to share. That's okay. You can keep them together by just pulling on her banner. She'll probably rerun sooner rather than later. The harmonies tend to run pretty frequently, I feel like. Let's do the second puzzle now. Okay. I like that. Alright, there's hope for this. Puzzle 2 was a lot better than Puzzle 1.
The secret door is open.
Go inside, and you'll see the place where we grew up.
But oh yeah, I was like, I've heard that sound before. It was the very obvious treasure chest sound.
You grew up in a place like this.
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments. And with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Gray. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit.
there's a blackboard here. What's that drawing on it?
It's the spaceship that I've been using.
That doesn't ring a bell. It should be something we invented during those 10 years. It has been approximately 10 years between Kefali's prophecy and this moment when we are about to set out. We were raised in this temple complex and had never stepped outside the gate of infinity. To understand the outside world, we spent much of our time acquiring knowledge and developing a few inventions along the way. Sadly, the inventions served no purpose except to deliver letters, and the knowledge we gained has all faded away by now.
Zagreus mentioned.
The shelf is packed full, but all I see are annals of geography for various cities. There are also documents about various kinds of Titan worship.
Because we believed that we would need to travel great distances to convey Kefali's prophecy to everyone, and should learn about the terrains and customs of various places beforehand.
That's pretty impressive. She like heard the prophecy from Kefali, figured I'm gonna be the one to do it, and then she just spent like 10 years studying about everything she could possibly need to know for the journey, which is like an interesting choice. Like, I feel like the typical story you get is you get the message and then you either reject the call to action, and then some disaster happens, your parents die, the evil emperor burns down your village, whatever, and then you do the journey. Or you just immediately set out, just immediately accepting the call to action, and then you pick up all these skills along the way. But here she's gotten kind of like a middle ground where she's like, okay, I'll do it, and I'm going to slowly plan out everything.
Back then, our memories were still sharp. 10 years was enough for us to memorize all these. Mother left us these scrolls too. When we were young, she would read them to us as bedtime stories. Her stories were so engaging that we could vividly imagine all of Amphorius in our dreams. Unfortunately, only after Mother was gone did we realize that what was written in the scrolls was far from engaging.
That was just the voice up until then. We're about an hour in, haven't fought anything yet.
so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings. Huh? What's this?
A red glass fragment?
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanisopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
That explains why Trinan and Tribby didn't want Trian to like obsess over the glass piece.
It's Trivios.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Yeah, that's not Janice.
What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Trivios is the most amazing Holy Maiden of Yanis! Well, little Holy Maiden. But why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow.
She'll see you in the West Wind.
If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the West Wind. The black
Nope, there it
tide's
is, the
other
West
shore.
Wind.
A radiant sea of flowers,
blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow, as long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the Black Tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother.
After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
I wonder how many dead mothers there are among the Chrysos heirs. Does Aglaia secretly have a dead mom that she's not telling us about? Like, we just spent a lot of time with Maide and his dead mom. And now we're doing the same with Tribios.
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
But how? With Yanis's power?
I was hoping for a Harry Potter reference, but fine, I guess.
No, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
So this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
She's 1,000 years old. She can't help but have a dead mom. It's not clear to me what the lifespans are of the people of Emphorius, because it seems as though Maide might be just as old, and at least his father was also super old as well.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
So I think Maide's like 30. Even if you were 30, that's kind of cheating, right? Because Aglaia has been doing this for 1,000 years, but now we also know that Tribi is about that old as well. You know, barely more older than that. And we're 1,000 years in the past right now, at the start of her journey, which is also around when Maide's people became like a thing. Oh wait, that's that door that I was always like unable to go through. was wondering. Okay. So even though this isn't a door yet, the scales are still here. And there does seem to be the ability for me to
The temple
go back
was
in time.
in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden.
I can't move it. I can't cling over it either. I can't move it. I can't cling over it either.
Unfortunately, Trippy is too short. Yeah, this does seem insurmountable.
I can't move it.
You could possibly get up here and then
Can't
like
climb
jump,
over it
but
either.
one false step, it's a long way down.
Time Titan? Is that you?
Scale 1 to 10, how to strike me with a golden coin. I'm just kind of used to it. Like, I saw that there was a golden coin when I thought to myself, oh, I've got to figure out how to get a hand of Zagreus for this area. It's kind of like every time they do a cutscene and there's a treasure chest in there, like, I'm just going to see that there's a treasure chest. Hey there, Litopia. Ooh, we get to fight. Nice.
Follow my charge.
Thought this would never happen.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
It took 0 damage. Why?
Trinity is before me.
Show no mercy. A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder. Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Ah, combat. So satisfying. More enemies there. How you been doing tonight, Litopia?
Is it coming? Are you ready to let's play? Away we go!
Conflict is pitiless.
I can do this! Protect me!
I can't thank you enough. Wanted to down farewell.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy. Battles are chess games. No two are alike. That was more than met the eye.
Tired and just woke up? I'm the opposite. Well, I guess not the complete opposite, but tired and going to sleep soon. Got my yawns on. I feel like I was able to squeeze through here like before. Am I just imagining things? Okay, I was imagining things. Oh, wait. Okay, I was actually too large of a character to squeeze through because I was able to fit through as Trippy. Genuine. I didn't know that that's... I think that's the first time I ever noticed that the characters actually have different hurt boxes. And their collisions are different. You don't have to actually make that be a thing. You can actually just make all the collisions for a character the same, especially when you're, you know, not... I mean, it's technically a 3D game, but is this really a 3D game? You're doing pretty well. Sunny's actually sleeping through whole nights for the most part. She might wake up and cry for a pacifier. Maybe around like 1, 2, something like that. But you just give that to her, she goes right back to sleep. It's great. And Stormy as well is doing pretty well. Yeah, she's got some social plans this weekend. You know, brunches and mom group hangouts, things like that. So I will have the ability to stream tomorrow morning. Let me just get my bearings very quick. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do is actually just perform a miracle again and then let Tripios keep on going. But how am I going to get past all this? Guess I'll just have to hope for the best.
Just like this. Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped Trebios in the actual events of history. We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because...
Of Mem?
It's closer to the answer within our heart.
Passage is now cleared.
I think it's actually a little cleaner to have it be a closed time loop. And that we were always the ones that went into the past and helped. So I guess I need to go back up here, turn off this light, and then activate the miracle from there. Kratos probably would have been convinced already because, well, I don't know why we didn't actually show the actual prophecy from Kefali, but... Oh, I see. So now when I go into the past, I'll be able to go back into this area. Because he wanted to just know about Trippy and the fact that she stole the core frame from Yanis, right? Yeah, that was the original intent. Go over there. Can't go over here though. Yeah, that is the prophecy, but like, that prophecy, everyone should know that prophecy. That came from Kefali, the world-bearing titan. And then this is, the events that we're going through right now are 10 years after that happened.
Here is thunder.
I can't thank you enough. To doubt farewell.
Conflict is pitiless.
Or maybe all the time stuff is getting jumbled up right now? No. I don't think so. This is the day that Tribby left in order to steal Yanis's core flame, and that was 10 years after her mother went and got the prophecy. I think. Like, I think that I know all the events that happen. I don't think that I'm very good at figuring out in what order they happened.
It's you again. Ornyx. It's you, Ornyx. It's you again. Thank you, nameless god.
Huh, nameless. You didn't know Kefli did prophecies? That's what they kept saying. 4? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Like when we first got here and Tribios was talking to Ornyx, and Ornyx was saying, oh, you're still believing in that false prophecy? And then like Tribby was saying, I think it's a real thing. And then Ornyx said, no, that prophecy can't be true because Kefli would not tell humans to kill each other. Or to, I don't know what actually, I mean, I'm paraphrasing. I think I would be able to hit this if I hit just the right angle. I know that if I go higher up, I'll be able to do it. There's like... really go down there. Too much of an arc. Oh, that's like way off. Oh, just barely. There we go.
There's no time to lose. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. Conflict is pitiless.
I can't thank you enough.
Serenity is before me.
Show no mercy.
you on your path.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
Toward tomorrow, onward!
So if I get rid of that light, then I can go back down there. And, or maybe I won't be able to. Isn't that just going to disappear that whole section? No, the percentage of the past, so I wouldn't be able to go back. Is that a new enemy type? What is this? Oh no, it's
There's
not.
no time to lose.
I actually don't know anything about this. What's this guy's specialty? Oh, I do know this guy. He actually gives them the ability to take an extra turn. This, by the way, was what I was talking about. Remember when I was talking about the exact type of character that Sela would need in order to actually be really good again? If you had a Harmony character that could give her an extra action. Stormride is just that.
Bide your time, but don't waste it. Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
I can't thank you enough. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Alright. Hand, finally. We can't not punch ourselves. Oh, I wonder if I can get the busing of Yanis from this. I think I am, but it also could just be placebo. Not allowed to destroy those. Let's grab those coins. One here. Actually one in the past or up here. I was wrong, there wasn't one up there. Why did I see the coin in that cutscene that one time then? If it wasn't actually like a thing. Or you think there's another hand that's also a knight? That could be the case. In the present day, there's not a it's only for one of the cycles and not the other. Get all the materials for free without actually doing any combat. It's ironic because I was complaining about not doing combat for a while. Let's go ahead and take out one of these load-bearing pillars. It's a little disastrous if you just let the player do anything they want. Anything else? I think I got it all. No, can I disable the orb by punching it? Am I going through it? Or was I just not aiming properly? I didn't go through it. Kind of went through it. Alright, let's do the bridge. Alright. I was punching stuff for so long I actually kind of forgot what I need to be doing here. Maybe I can activate this elevator over here? Looks like I'm allowed to leave. But we're not going to do that quite yet. That's a guy after my own heart right there. I've probably been allowed to use the elevator this whole time. I just haven't been. It's also kind of interesting to have one hidden passage in the past and one in the present.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Did I get everything here? If I use this item... Okay. It probably would eventually give me things that I don't actually have access to yet. I also wonder if you hadn't yet made the or fixed the elevator in the old Yianopolis, whether it would not allow you to use the elevator here. So what I need is to turn on this light here. I go get my free treasure chest.
One, two, not enough for us to share.
I think I got, nope, I did not. Every time I am about to say I think I got everything, it is very apparent that I have left something behind. I don't see how. Nothing underneath here. Nothing over there. Oh, let's try to actually get on the I actually have been very careful about my Trailblaze power because I knew that the same fate would happen to me. Alright, will you actually let us rise? No? Okay. So the sphere and the pyramid kind of don't matter at all. Now we're going to have to fight them. Was it important to fight them? Doesn't really look like there's anything over there. So I think that we're in the clear. I'll use my find all the treasure chest item later on. So the secret, apparently, is to somehow make us think about Star Rail's gameplay as Star Rail World. Once we do that, you'll never have to worry about stuff. Like, think about when you relic farm, that you're increasing your output by like 0.01%.
stay clear.
Well, that was kind of rude. Do you not know who I am? Or where I am, or when I am? Five so far. How out of how many? Out of 10. Nice. This place is gonna be pretty short. Yeah, I don't really want to go forward. I don't know how much dialogue and whatnot they're going to make me do if I do go forward with this. So much and so little at the same time. Can't even afford a 10-time level up. All that was worth 2 level ups. Oh, interesting. Every level is the same amount increase. Well, why is that? Oh, they're at like different tiers, I see. So every 10, every like actual 10 is a new... Oh yeah, it is actually going up at this by the same amount every time. So you actually want to prioritize your people that are closer to the next multiple of 10 then. It's funny to think that like I'm learning this now. When like it's all over already for me. What gives more coins per gym for the 3 pull options? Pretty sure the 300 on average, because I think that the higher your character's revenue is, the more money you get, and you probably aren't leveling up your like 1-star or like your commons. You're probably mostly leveling up Jade, Herta, Ron May, and so on. And you're more likely to get those characters from the 300 gem pulls. Now, is it 10 times as much? It might actually be, depending on your character levels. So I need to do 3 more runs of this.
The game is on. You're spiffy? I'll free you from your chains.
Yeah, this is Cypher pre-farm.
Illusions of the past. Who's next? Yeah. I'll end your misery.
I'll overcome the serenity is before me.
This mortal
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
What a headache.
100% crit rate, 300 crit damage. The classic, disappear into the sea of butterflies. Yeah. I wonder if they have a crazy jade as well. Doesn't look like it. Pretty crazy casteress, E2. I mean, nothing's ever going to compare to their facial. E6 facial. Yeah. I don't know why they have it. Yeah, they do. It's so powerful. Every time you use any follow-up attack, it automatically gains 2 of her stacks. I wish I could sort by last online. That's what I really want. If you borrow casters, do you get Moon Cocoon? Yes. But the only achievement that's with the character has to do with you getting Moon Cocooned while she's not in your party. Who needs that anymore? Like Noob Cocoon? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know the last time that I had someone die in combat. I mean, it actually happens like occasionally. I get focused down, or like certain boss mechanics are kind of crazy, like Flame Reaver, and then Nikador cutting through defenses, and Bananarama hitting everyone, removing skill points, and also removing their energy, and also delaying them, and then also slowing them, and then advancing themselves. there are a lot of achievements that are pull only. Like there's one for having Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Firefly on the same team. So you have to at least pull 3 of them. Even if you can borrow the last one. What are some other ones? Oh, there's a trippy one actually. It has something to do with interacting with something in this area in Yanopolis as Tribby, or with Tribby in your team. There's another one for inspecting the raiding pistol with various characters. Like I think there's one for inspecting it with the Herda and Herda. There are surprisingly a lot of them. There are a couple you can borrow though. Like I actually have been planning on going in and doing some of these. Oh, but you can't actually see my game tools. I was going to show the achievements, because you can like favorite some achievements, even the hidden ones. And there are a couple that I can get from borrowing. There's one for killing 3 enemies with Tribby's basic. That should be pretty easy for you to do. Just go to what's it called? Oh, right, because they changed the order of things. Blood of Memories. Fight these guys. At this level, level 16s. Can't be that hard, right? Do I have the one for defeating that many enemies with Tribby's basic? I can find out. At level 1, accidentally killed the enemies with a hit from Ting Yun. They're level 16, of course you killed them. Oh, wow, that actually did not do nearly as much as I thought it would do. Are these actually level 16? Or did I do the, what's it called? These level 56. I expected these to be level 16. So I probably chose the wrong thing. If I retreat, it doesn't cost any stamina.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Yeah, I already had it. Well, if I retreat, it doesn't cost me any stamina. No need to waste 10 on literally nothing. This was the Ghostbusters team. With Sushang. I feel like this team kind of works with every single Trailblazer. if you actually have the characters built. This is a surprisingly effective team right here. Sunday advancing Topaz and having March have Topaz of the Shifu. It's like very SP positive and everything. Speed, crit rate, crit damage, better in most ways. Jingyuin now has the banana set, so he doesn't actually have a need to run. This crit rate, crit damage, mostly better. Let me make sure. I'm sure the Fei Shao has the best of the Durin set, but just to be sure. Five and 10 compared to 3 and 16, but also has speed. I actually think I might rather take this. And this has 3 good rolls, and that one only has 2 good rolls. Let's see for this one. I currently have 5 speed and 8 crit rate. I just got more crit rate from the last thing, so I could probably get less crit rate from this one. But I think that I'd rather keep this one. What about this one? This one's terrible. Okay. Welcome in, Arya. You've probably already left by now, but thanks for stopping by, even if it was just for self-promotion. 95, 150. Pretty good. I like it. I like it. If it was win a battle by killing 3 enemies, that is actually a little more tricky. But you would be able to do that with Ting Yun on your team, because you would either be able to kill the 4th one or skill at the beginning to not kill any of them and then kill the other 3. So it's like pretty possible.
The unjust will eventually be judged by
Where is the space anchor here? Here it is. Now I'm allowed to just leave, right? I am. I can't believe there was a whole other area. It's okay. We're almost done with this area. We got half of the treasure chests already. And more than half of the things. More than half of the nymphs.
Before we talk about collaboration, please review the relevant documents.
This is a good time for you to just go through all these and open them up. Huh, when did I pick up this? Alright, 21 unclaimed valuable parcels. That's pretty good. You see that we got relic remains. That's great. And then all this stuff doesn't matter. This is fine. It also doesn't matter. But this is great. Rare harmony upgrade. Rare abundance upgrade. I usually just expect garbage, but we actually got some pretty good stuff today. And then 125. You can only do 99 at a time. We got nothing good. We can do it again though. I think that the cogwheels are somewhat useful. No, the cogwheels are not helpful. That's alright. Okay, so you wanted to see how many story achievements are left. It's hard for me to tell because I think that there are 2 more. I think that this is the start of Castoris's. So 2 more. Open the letter if time's passed, and then accept the invitation. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 5. Okay. Only 5 for the new patch. I always thought they came in groups of 7 though, which is kind of odd. I mean, obviously they don't because I have 83 total. I guess there were 7 one time when I looked and I just assumed that it was always 7. So difficult. Alright, so Genuine and Screwlum are actually on the same level, which makes sense because they both have 1000% buffs from someone else. And then Ronmei is a step above that. And that's probably because she's in the market. And I have revenue from market area plus 500% from Screwlum. So main focus will be these 3, it would seem. And then any leftover money goes to these 2, split evenly. Although I guess I should check to see. I mean, there's no way Bronya catches up to Genuine ever. She has no one boosting her. And Topaz only gets revenue plus 1,000. And she's in the entertainment area. So actually Topaz could actually end up being a good earner. But she's a rare or a journeyman instead of a senior. I don't think she catches up within 15 levels. there's a big gap between groups of 10. So I would need to actually compare. Well, she's higher than Bronya already, at the same level at least. .62 FF. That takes forever. There we go. $116. Yeah, that's not catching up. Alright. Topaz, not gonna make it. So, just these three. It would be nice to make... Oh, I guess because of the way that it's sorted, it will actually never... I guess I could do it that way. There we go. Will it actually remember my sorting method? It will. Okay. So it's actually sorted by how much money you're going to make me. It'll be interesting to see what tomorrow's numbers are. So my total revenue is well, my revenue from earlier today was 16 FF, right? I do think it's going to slow down a lot. Like the amount of money that you need in order to get to the next level is just kind of gaining faster than what I can actually keep up with. I'll be in the G's before the end of the night. That'll be nice. Get a couple more of those Herta doubles I'll already be there. Yeah, these numbers are just so big. Like we played for like so many hours and we hardly got any upgrades. Well, what I was getting at was that every day, the revenue trend for every previous day looks like a flat line. And if I could get up to earning HHs by tomorrow, then the FFs that I earned today will look like a flat line by comparison. I think I would have to go higher than HH. But like, you know, yesterday, or the first day, it looked like a reasonable graph. And then the second day looked like I did nothing the first 2 days. And then today it looked like I did nothing the first 4 days. I think that's just kind of hilarious that it grows by order of magnitudes. You can't necessarily underestimate your low earners. Also, a really big, unexpected thing is going to come from this. Like the revenue from all booths increasing with research. Oh, there's chibi versions of the characters. Yep. I think of not quite every character, just all the characters that were important to the story in the past year. So we're missing a lot of the people from the Xianzhou. Like, there's no Su Shang, no Guanifan, no Hua Hua. Well, I guess not even everyone from the past year, because there's no Yun Li, there's no Yanqing. No Shui Yi, no Hanya. It's just who they felt like making. You're not saying it's Splatfest IRL? You probably could. I mean, Coachella's literally happening like right now. I feel like that's a pretty close thing to a Splatfest. You just kind of have this days-long party with lots of lights and spectacle. You don't do this all night, man. No, I just wanted to get a couple of things in order. Like I wanted to literally have everyone be sorted by how much their next level is going to increase my revenue by. And I've achieved that now. And I was thinking when I first saw that I was close to getting into the GGs that I would go for just a little bit longer. But, you know, earning 1,000 FFs is kind of crazy. Especially when I'm earning, you know, 32 EEs per second. And just so that Litopia has an idea of what these numbers even mean, because they don't really mean anything. But we start off with reasonable numbers like thousands and millions and billions. And then we got kind of a little crazy with trillions. And then they kind of gave up and said, all right, we're going to start just giving them letter combos. So after 1 trillion, it's AA. So you get 1,000 trillions and you get 1 AA. 1,000 AAs is 1 BB. 1,000 BBs is 1 CC. So these numbers are huge. But even though they're that huge, you can't really make that much progress. 32 EEs per second means that I'm getting 1 FF every like 30 seconds. So after a minute, I'm getting like 2. So in order to get up to the GGs, it's gonna take, you know, like an hour or something like that. Maybe 30 minutes. And I don't really want to sit here for 30 minutes. Heard of Coachella, never been. Is Coachella like a concert? I've never been as well. I've been in Chicago while Coachella is happening, several times actually. Oh, okay. I had it wrong. It's actually Lollapalooza. Mrs. Stormy set me straight. But yeah, it's a concert, live event. I'm more of a not records, but like I like the produced studio version of stuff more so than going to live events, because like sometimes we'll sing it differently and then you're not able to follow along. I don't really like crowds or loud noises. Alright, in case you couldn't tell, because from the past like 20 minutes, I don't really have anything else to show you all. It's just me doing Star Rail World. So before I spend the next 5 hours doing that, I'm going to probably sign off for now. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Pokemon Unite probably. Do a little bit of ranked. And then I don't know how the rest of the week will go. We'll take it one day at a time. But if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.